In 2006-2007 financial year, Uganda was pardoned its foreign debt under the Multilateral Debt Relief Initiative, MDRI, after Uganda was ranked among the highly indebted poor countries in the world. 6 years earlier in 2000, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the International Development Association agreed to support a debt reduction package for Uganda under the Enhanced Heavily Indebted Poor Countries HIPC initiative. The total relief was worth $700 million, equivalent to 38% of the total debt outstanding at the end of June 1999. By 2006, Uganda had a $2.9 billion debt, which has since grown 3 times to $10.7 billion in 12 years, an increment of $7.8 billion. According to Finance Ministry, the entire domestic and foreign debt stands at 41.3 trillion shillings, which rose by 7 trillion shillings, bigger than the 34.2 trillion shillings last year's budget. According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, Uganda's current projected population is 39 million. This means if Ugandans were to clear the 41.3 trillion shillings debt this year, every person, including babies, would pay 1,064,102 shillings. Not many people in Uganda have ever held or owned 1 million shillings in cash in one go. Some not even in a year or lifetime. A civil society organization, the Uganda Debt Network, has cautioned that increased borrowing, now at 41% of GDP, not far from the 50% red line, as stated by the International Monetary Fund, could endanger Uganda. The Auditor General raised similar concerns.
Our computations are in excess so far of the debt burden is so far in excess of $15.2 billion against a GDP of 26 billion. So that already tells you that we are not doing well. As a country, we are in the danger zone.
The Minister of Finance, Matia Kasaija, has come out to clear the air. He addressed a news conference at the Government Media Center.
I would like to assure this country and all of everybody that our debt is sustainable and is projected to remain sustainable in the medium to the long term. Amabanja tegajja kutuziika nga bwimulira nti gajja kututulaga tuziike. We are very serious people there in the ministry. We watch. Every time a borrowing proposal is brought to me, there are certain things which I must ask that officer, say, show me this, show me this, show me this.
He explained the plans government has to clear the huge debt, though taxpayers must bear the burden.
When the economy expands, businesses expand, you people, you earn more money, I tax you more. So because I tax you more, I get more money. I don't need to go to borrow.
The bulk of the borrowed funds, mainly from China, has gone into infrastructure projects such as roads and hydropower projects to boost investment in the country.
China taking over assets? I don't know. I have heard, but in Uganda I've told you, as long as some of us are still in charge, unless there is a really catastrophe, in which I don't see at all, that will make this economy going behind, I want to assure you people and assure the country, the economy is now on.
After borrowing a lot of money, one of the challenges the Minister of Finance said that government faces in implementing some of the projects like road construction is creation of right-of-way. But the question that was asked to him is as to why doesn't government use its technocrats to find out some of these challenges before borrowing money that attracts colossal sums of interest. With more infrastructure projects in the pipeline, like the standard gauge railway, the oil pipeline and refinery, it is feared that government could hit and exceed 50% debt to the GDP ceiling. Critics say that government is likely to increase its 2019-2020 budget in June to repay debt. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.